With me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on that jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Winter Madness 2025, welcome to New York. I am Kenny Riley. I'm joined with Mr. Zach DeGrand in the booth. Good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me, Kenny. So excited to be here in New York. Bethpage Black.
The hardest of them all, but here we are at our 12:30 matchup, Mr. Mark Schulte versus Mr. Mike Hornak. We do have a little update as far as the pop situation goes. Mr. Schulte is going to be awarded an extra bullet on hole 4, 13, and 15. Zach, these are probably two of the best players in the Gimme Golf Club. The final four trying to punch their ticket to the finals. What do you think of this match?
You're going to be hard-pressed to find two better players than these guys, I can tell you that. These guys can move the ball, and they're both just absolute machines. So really looking forward to it.
The skill level in this group is going to be paramount, but I will say this, that we are going to go over to Bay 2 and get a ceremonious handshake here. Both these players friends until they're mortal enemies. All right, here we are. Again, Bethpage Black is restricted for only the best of the best players.
That's the reason we're not playing here today,
I
Kenny.
agree.
We're just leaving it up to the
and
best.
thankfully not. No one would want to watch this on a live stream, I promise you that. 382 yards for our opening hole. Slight dogleg right. Mr. Hornak does have the box here at number 1, and interesting play here is electing to stay away from that curve and just heading straight over to the adjacent fairway. All right, it's a great swing.
Aggressive line's going to pay off here. This looks
164 ball speed out of the gate. We are in for a show today, folks. So 300-yard drive on an opening tee shot for Mr. Mike Hornak. Mr. Schulte up next. Big fader of the golf ball, prefers that left to right shape.
I think the line he's looking at is going to fit him a lot more than that aggressive one Hornak took. So I think they're both playing their ball.
Yeah,
should be great.
I agree. Whatever the player sees for their swing and fits their eye, they're going to stay with.
You think we can privately fly people all over the country?
All right, Mark Schulte with the old straight ball. All right, does go through the fairway just slightly, so he's going to be left in that second cut of rough, and will be elected to hit his second shot before Mr. Hornak.
Seen this rough be a little grabby on this course, Kenny. So we'll see if it maybe affects club choice. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that they had a little sneak preview as far as the first matchup we had, and did see that rough was an issue. But 128 yards from Mark. Looks like he's heading a little left, asking for that cut.
Ooh, a little cut.
Let's try and get him a knot. Okay, is left just green side. That's going to have a touchy chip, a little short-sided there, but again, these players know their game, and anything is possible here. Mike Hornak left with 91 yards. He's got a little bit of trouble that he does need to carry. Both players, Schulte electing for the pants, Mike going for comfort. A little bit more aerodynamic. 91 yards.
Looks a little
All
right
right,
of the pin.
going for the fat part of the green here. Smart play, safely aboard.
Very great
Again,
shot.
these players are not new to match play. They understand the competitive edge here and what they need to do at certain times. It's going to be a great matchup. All right,
This looks like a pretty straightaway shot from Mr. Schulte.
Just 8 yards. They're coming out of that rough just a little bit to get it rolling, and a little too hot, and does miss the gimme circle. So An early point awarded to Mr. Hornak after number 1.
It's like a Rocky movie, first blood on the first hole.
It's going to be an epic battle for these two. Again, surviving their way through the bracket of Winter Madness 2025.
And I apologize, I misquoted the movie. It's actually a Rambo reference, not a Rocky reference. Still a Stallone movie, but
Same, but different. All right, Hornak, hole 2, 337 yards, hugging that left side, up and over those trees. Looks pretty darn good, Zach.
Yep. Great shot from Mr. Hornak there.
We gotta go in. Okay. Just talk through it.
All right, Schulte here, hoping to get that banana ball going up and over this wooded area on the left-hand side and fade perfectly back into the short stuff. All right, aggressive line over the left side.
Yeah, it looked a little aggressive over the left.
All right, it's going to be a situation, Zach, where we're doing some cleanup here for the stream here, but obviously Hornak coming out hot with that first hole point awarded. I do see this going the distance. I think both of these players have the tenacity and the grittiness to get through this matchup, but not being said, they know the level of player that they're playing against. So.
Yeah, I think you see both these guys. These guys are not going to hold back. They're not going to be conservative most of the time, but very indicative of what we're going to see for the next 17 holes, I think, and probably more.
All right, we're going to go ahead and visit Bay 2 again and check in on Mr. Schulte's second shot here. Kyle. All right, he's electing to re-tee here. He did end up going out of bounds on that first tee shot. So this is Mark Schulte's third swing here at number 2.
This one looks to be much better, Ken.
Absolutely. Takes a little less off, and it's pumped all the way, overshoots the fairway, and it's really good. He's right next to the pin. All right, Hornak's second shot, just 54 yards to this pin. Elevated, and it's tucked up on that left side, Zach, so it's going to be a kind of up and high lofted, soft landing shot.
Out of that deep rough, but he shouldn't have a problem with it. I think he should be able to get up and down just fine.
Now, normally I would expect him to try to zip this back, but out of that rough lie, you just don't know. All right, shot is off. And it does look like that's on the green.
Yep.
Safely done and well done for Mr. Hornak.
Take your par, walk away.
All right, Schulte's fourth shot here. Trying to see where he wants to land this golf ball, see if he can get aggressive here and hold off his opponent, Mr. Mike Hornak. .47 yards. All right, does look like it's short of the green, so unfortunately it looks like he's going to go ahead and wave the flag. And we are going to move to hole number 3. And Zach, we're again just working through some of the technical difficulties, but we are going to bring the stream back as soon as possible. But looks like Schulte had a couple of issues that he was working through on that hole, but again, I don't think that's the last that we're going to see of some great shots. I think that Hornak kind of seeing Schulte kind of progress through that tough hole, took advantage, got onto the green, and said, let's go to the next.
Yeah, again, I think Schulte may be able to even thrive off of some adversity early on. That might be really good for him. So we'll see how it affects him. But again, two great golfers.
Yeah. So first par 3 here at Bethpage. Mr. Hornak has the box. 183-yard shot ahead of this player. All right, the shot is off.
Looks to be on a good line here, Kenny.
Looks like he's going to end up in that front side bunker. Again, apologies to the viewers here. We're going to go ahead and stay on this screen here while we figure out the production side of on the back end.
Bit of a headwind into. Just saw Hornak show up just a little bit short, so we'll see if that changes Schulte's line at all here.
All right, Schulte steps in. Long stretched green here at the third. All right.
See how that shot ends up.
All right, well done. Finds the surface, Zach.
Great shot from Mr. Schulte there.
All right, Mike's looking at 25 yards for his second here at the par 3. Ideally would like to find the gimme circle. Love this view. A little choke down.
This looks pretty crispy.
Okay, coming out of that sand bunker. It looks like it's trying, but unfortunately doesn't. Oh! All right, Mr. Hornak does give one back to Mr. Schulte. This match is only one up for Mr. Hornak through 3 holes. We are heading to the par 5, number 4.
A beast of a hole, Kenny.
Yes, it's got some danger here, some sharp teeth that are going to be approaching, especially for the longer players.
Yeah, I think for these guys, like as long as they are, they're actually deciding whether they want to take it on, because you got some bunker trouble in the middle there, a little ravine. Still don't think it'll be any problem for these guys. They'll figure it out.
Hole measures in at 439 yards. These players are looking at kind of creeping one up around that 280 mark. All right, it's low and left and not fading like he wants it to, but tries to get a good look here and does just before that wooded area, Zach, so it does look like he's going to be able to find and hit that golf ball again.
He can find it. He can hit it again. He'll be fine.
All right, Mike Hornak sporting the Wilson Dynapower, the straightest driver that ever lived. See if he can pump this one out. Good space for him. All right, it's a good-looking shot. Just
be heading a little left.
Flirting with that left side, but again. All right, good swing there from Hornak. Going to go over and see Schulte's shot. Left with 173 yards. Again, just trying to clean up this production. We got a little there. Hey, Mark, 1 second, buddy. 1 second.
And it looks as if Schulte's going to take his medicine here, just kind of get back into play, and then try to give himself a chance to make a decent score.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's more of a he's got to protect, not giving too many points away to Hornak. So I think that this is a smart play. Got to consider all the options, but more importantly, getting his ball back into play. Utilizing all the technology that TrackMan has to offer to see his intended line. You can see that small moniker in the middle of that tree is where the pin is, so looking like a big hook potentially out of this lie. See if he can skate it up onto the green. All right, into the woods, and unfortunately not rewarded with a shot that is escaping that danger.
Must have just caught a little bit of foliage there and just couldn't get out. But
yeah, it's unfortunate, but again, match play. You can kind of fight as long as you can, but at the end of the day, it is only 1 point. So plenty of golf left, but Hornak's left with 168 yards. Second cut of rough.
Playing uphill about 10 yards here, so see if that affects his club choice, but a little downwind as well.
Yeah, that pin's a sucker pin. It's located right beyond that greenside bunker, so anything on the surface, as Hornak looks to be looking like, just did not even flirt with that front side. All right, it's a good-looking swing.
This is looking okay, Kenny.
Okay, covers the danger, but does miss the green long and right. So is going to be left with a wedge in hand. Schulte still has an ability here. His third shot, 155 yards. He is in a little knee-high rough. But, again, anything's possible here.
So he's kind of adjusting his aim point here with the 9-degree left slope there.
Yeah,
a little bit of an upslope.
You can see in the bottom left-hand portion of your green, that ball is sitting on a severe slope, causing this ball to come out and duck left very hard. So, yeah, Zach was mentioning moving his aim point right to offset that. Let's see if he can do something special. Obviously, he's got a little help with a draw lie here, so could end up pretty fantastic. Mark Schulte. Shot is up. Bypasses the danger. Looks like it's going to be a little short, but does find a rough lie in between the two bunkers that are green side. All right, Hornak just 27 yards from this pin, probably only about 10 yards to get onto the green. Nothing he has to do pretty wild here, really just kind of get it up and on. Let's see if he can squeeze another one out of here. Okay, looks good. Traveling towards the gimme circle, but safely aboard, just short of that gimme circle. All right, Schulte's fourth. Just 27 yards. Does have to carry this bunker. Again, that pin is not really a friendly placement for this shot, but
not sure if we mentioned it, Kenny, but he is getting a pop on this hole. So
okay, that's a good call, Zach. Thank you. So it does have that extra bullet, so it's on a good line. Needs to check. Okay.
Gets out of there, no issue.
Misses the gimme circle, but he is on. So it looks like that's a push. Schulte getting his pop, so both players record a par. No blood here at hole number 4. Hornak does remain 1 up through 4 holes.
Great golf so far, Kenny.
Yes, a reminder, hole 4 we just played. Schulte does pop on 13 and 15. So Schulte has the box, electing to hug that left tee marker.
Very tight fairway. Little bunker trouble short, but again, these guys hit the ball a mile. Not going to have to worry about any of that bunker trouble there.
Yeah, I agree. That's going to be a non-issue, but, you know, obviously this fairway is pretty thin. It does reward a little bit of a fader play here, so Schulte known to like that left to right ball flight. All right, shots off and fading. Really, really good.
This is great.
All right, gets into that first cut and tries to make it back into the fairway, but a 300-yard drive for Schulte. He's got to feel good after that last hole, and a good drive on the 5th.
Interesting seeing both these guys move their balls on the tee box a little bit to give themselves maybe a little bit better line to fade the ball off.
Yeah, giving them a little bit more room to run, but again, it kind of shows the experience of both of these players. Not new to any competitive action here, so very exciting to see. Hit hard with a little draw line. It's perfect.
These balls are being absolutely murdered, Kenny.
The upper registry of the high 160s for the ball speed for both of these players. Pretty incredible stuff. All right, we've got Hornak left with just under 150 yards. Uphill, about 23 feet, Zach.
May affect their club choice a little bit, but probably not too much. A little bit of a crosswind. If anything, it's helping just a tad, but...
Pin's located in the back right portion of the screen, so I have plenty of room to get it on, but not flirting too much with that back edge. All right, Hornak's shot is up on a great line. Hit well, but does just miss the surface, so he's going to have a fringe chip or a putt if he would elect to do so. Mr. Schulte here and left with 129 yards.
Probably looking more of an actual number, about probably 135, 36-ish. Again, with that wind pushing it off the left. You can see Schulte moving his cursor to the left a little bit. Hoping the wind pushes it back in.
All right, immediately off the club, he hits it a little too far left. Does find that greenside bunker.
It's not too bad. He has a little bit of room to run the ball out. It's not like he's super short-sighted or anything like that. You can see that red section, little downhill portion, probably trying to play it off that, run it down a little bit to the right.
Yeah, let it develop a little bit. Oh, it's well done.
It's got to sit here, Kenny.
Okay, a little too much umph. Does run through the gimme circle, but stays on the surface. All right, Hornak just 7 yards to the pin. Probably just a couple paces on. Just needs to get this right edge of this gimme circle and let it trundle on. Ooh, hits it a little too hard. Needs to sit. Oh, it does stay. It does stay. It's a great swing and a lucky get for Mr. Hornak. Does bring him up 2 up through 5 holes.
This hole's interesting here, Kenny.
Yeah, par 4, number 6, 376 yards. Well,
it gets a little bit more narrow, so like you can hit it. Like these guys hit it 280 in the air easily. So we'll see if they try to maybe lay back, but it gets really narrow up there. So we'll see how they play it.
All right, Hornak's shot is off up the left side. Asking for a little fade, but it's just a little hook, so it hit well, but he's going to find himself on that secondary cut up the left side of this fairway.
As we figured, they're not going to lay back at all. They're just going to go for it.
I think at this point they just they need to get comfy. They need to find their swing, that speed, and see what the course is going to give them today. But no trouble up there around 200. Thank you very much. So I think these guys can swing away. All right, well-struck golf shot from Schulte, peeling over to the right edge. Again, like you'd said, Zach, that fairway pinches in, so just a little sliver of fairway left, but both players in an okay position.
If they're playing cart golf, it's not going to be the best. They have to do a walk on other sides of the fairway, but
making
not
these
too
guys
bad.
balk. Yeah.
Thank God we're playing on TrackMan.
There is snow on the ground, but it is always a balmy 70 degrees here at the Gimme Golf Club with perfect conditions and ice-cold beer and drinks for your pleasure here. All right, Schulte getting over his ball here for his second, 83 yards. Pin stretched all the way back. It's on a good line, Zach.
Oh, this looks tasty.
Oh, will it reach? Okay, just short of the gimme circle, but on for his 4. Mike dealing with a little bit more of an elevation issue. This is going to be a ball below his feet, so this ball's going to want to travel right after impact. All right, Mike steps in. 83 yards. Okay, a little delay.
Doesn't look like
here.
he's happy with it.
Oh, it looks like it was a tech mole. It didn't read.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to try this again. All right, Mike is on to the right center of the green. Does stay. So both players in for their par. We're heading to the next.
Just another push. Nothing too exciting yet, but I think it's going to open up.
All right, Hornak on the box. 449-yard par 5. Currently 2 up in this match.
These guys got to be licking their chops over these par 5s. They're a little bit shorter than they're used to, but this Bethpage can suck you in.
All right, good looking shot from Mike Hornak up the right side. See if he's got a draw spin, which he does. Getting better by the second. All right, finds the fairway. Well done.
Great shot from the machine, Mr. Michael Hornak.
Came ready to play. All right, Schulte electing that left tee box marker. Looks like he's going to play his patent in left to right. All right, Schulte stepping in. All right, Schulte heading right and staying right. Looks like he's going to try and see if he can keep this in play.
I think he just stayed in bounds here, Kenny.
He is. He's left with quite a bit of tree trouble, so he's going to take a look at his options and see if he can get this back out into the fairway.
Might be looking to go out maybe a little bit behind where he's at because it looks like it's the vegetation is heavy in front of him to his left.
It does seem like he is finding a little opening here, so see if he can hit a little low 7-iron to get back into play and give himself a look at his third shot.
Just barely missed coming out of there, Kenny.
All right, does find his way to advance, but still dealing with a little tree trouble. But we do have Mr. Mike Hornak's second shot, 200 yards. Just finding himself in that semi-rough, that first cut.
A little bit downwind, maybe a little bit uphill, maybe a yard, so that won't affect him at all. But
yeah, it's kind of the two bunkers, both left and right of the screen, kind of pinch in for that entry for this green. So looking to try to fly this one, navigate away from all that trouble. It's a solid swing from
this
Hornak.
looks to be well struck.
It's on a good line, healthy. Distance control is perfect. On for his birdie. All right, Schulte's third swing is 196 yards.
He's opting for a little bit of a punch shot here, just to try to get him into a safe spot, and then maybe try to make something special happen from there.
I think he's going to hit something low, maybe try to get a little cute with it. But again, first is to get this ball back in play. All right. Okay, safe shot. Well done. Finds himself out of that danger. Giving himself a look here on his fourth. Measuring just over 100 yards. All right, Mark Schulte, fourth shot, par 5. Okay, backs off his golf ball. Recentering and stepping back in. It's a pretty good look right here, Zach.
It's a great line.
See if he can dig in here.
Oh,
Settle.
man.
Oh, a great swing from Schulte inside the gimme circle. So it does a formidable chance there, but Mr. Hornak with that birdie does grab one back there, bringing him 3 up through 7 holes, Zach. Michael Hornak going straight off the playbook here, grabbing as many points as he can. Knew that he was going to have to give up a couple of shots to Schulte here.
Playing downhill about 8 yards. A little bit of a tailwind off the left. Pins middle, like front left.
Yeah, just kind of on the edge over there towards that left side bunker, so. Oh, it's a beautiful swing. It's on a dead aim, but
boy, does this look to be great.
Needs to go a little bit.
Wow.
Okay,
Just a little
unfortunate.
short.
Hits into that bank. Brings him back down into the deeper stuff there. So this is a chance for Schulte.
This is where you say, I just want to hit the green, make him hit that gimme circle. You see Schulte's aiming back at the back part of the green. You see the red. It's kind of feeding back towards the pin. So giving himself a little bit of extra room there.
Tee shot lie here. He's going to have some spin on it. So see if he can jump this ball back and funnel towards this pin. All right, healthy looking swing here. Headed to the right side. Hit well, but okay. Mission accomplished.
Did exactly what he wanted to do there, Kenny.
All right, forcing the pressure onto his opponent, Mike Hornak. Hornak's going to need a gimme circle to push.
Little discussion with his caddy, Jason Thompson, over there.
20 yards. Pretty clean lie. Shots off. Looks pretty good. Okay, does miss the gimme circle, so Schulte does grab one back there, bringing this match 2 up through 8 holes. Okay, never say never. Here we go.
Hole 9's a little dog leg left. Both these guys kind of, well, we've seen Hornak draw it a little bit, but Schulte more of a fader, but we'll see what kind of line he takes here.
So he's got to kind of be careful. Obviously, on the second hole, he tried to bite off a little bit more that he can chew and did find his ball out of bounds. So let's see if he can be a confident swing here. All right, as you can see, a little grimace there. Headed left and staying left. Unfortunately, does find himself. Okay, it's a playable shot. So, but again, he's in the woods again. All right, Hornak. Again, we apologize for the technical issues that we're having here on the broadcast, but working diligently to try to relieve some of the issues that we're seeing. Hornak with a pipe
This one looks to
drive.
be on a great line here, Kenny.
All right, just flirting with that left side. Looks like he's going to get through, and a little tree kick to give him back in a good territory there.
Must have paid his dues before he got to the course today.
Slipped the guy a $5 and said, hey, make it happen out there today.
It's like about 111 yards.
Yeah, second swing here, just over 100 yards. This is a pretty right in front of him swing. At this distance, these guys know their numbers down to the yard. All right, electing to take it up the right side, maybe a little draw here, but again, finds himself on the green.
Yep. At that point, hit the green, take your par, walk away, make the guy.
Good play. A little grimace there from Schulte as he sees this lie. Trying to find some openings.
We are on a bit of an adventure here. We did find his ball, but just 360 degrees, just looking at a little bit of vegetation. So see if he can try to find himself a gap.
It's unfortunate. He's such a good player, but this is where these guys gotta kind of bite their tongue and try to get out and play their golf ball and advance this up the hole. All right, that ball does not move much than what he had, so Schulte again just looking for any inkling of an ability to get this ball out of the wooded area and back into the fairway. All right, steps off, double checking his parameters here. All right, ball does catch more and more shrapnel, so it looks like Schulte's going to go ahead and take a look.
I love this competitive spirit. You can really see it coming out here, not giving up.
Both these players are incredibly competitive. All right, shot is into the thick of it again, so I think this is a point where Schulte's just got to go and wave the white flag.
That'll bring Hornak to 3 up. You got to respect it, Kenny. I mean,
yeah, it's a gamesmanship thing, but tried his best. Fortunately, not working out for Schulte. So Mike Hornak does add another one to his side of the table, and we are headed to the next hole, hole number 10.
On to the back 9, straightaway par 4. Nothing too crazy for these guys here.
You're good. All right, Hornak's looking at a par 4, 435 yards. A little pinch fairway here again. Not anything too wide open here at Bethpage, but Hornak steady Eddie up the right center. A little draw into the center.
Shot's not going to hurt him, Kenny. I can tell you that.
Some inner club controversy with Schulte last week. Sent me a text message with a cracked driver. Had one overnighted for him to make sure that he had what he needed to make a decision what he was going to put in play today.
It just shows how dialed in the arms dealer is to be able to get him a club that quick.
These guys don't wait. I don't like these guys waiting, especially in Winter Madness.
Basically a tour truck here at Gimme Golf Club. Love that.
All right, Schulte. All right, Schulte finding the center of the club face. Big drive here up the right side. Fairway found. I love it.
I know a lot of competitive people don't like hearing this, but confidence builders are good. A tee shot like that can bring you right back into the match.
100%.
Right back in.
Yes, Schulte is awarded 2 more pops in this round, hole 13 and 15. So I agree, Brian. The story is not done yet. Hornak looking at 142 yards for his second.
Maybe a little bit of elevation, a little bit of a crosswind off his left. But nothing to worry about here for Mr. Hornak.
Yeah, pretty steady Eddie for the this yardage. All right, headed up and over, and looks like a great line.
Boy,
Zach.
does this look good.
All right, fires at it, but a little conservative, just short of the gimme circle, but on the green nonetheless. Forcing his opponent to pull a shot here.
Just over 130 here. A little bit less elevation fight. Maybe a little bit of a hurting wind, if anything. Probably more cross than anything, but again.
Schulte's gotta. This is the time. He's gotta make a shot here. It's on a good line. Fade. Oh, trying to fade, but a little left. See if he can. He's got an option to chip it in here.
If anything, I think you kind of want this opportunity at this point for Schulte, just to get an opportunity to chip it in, and it's pretty straight away here.
I agree. I think that if he was going to hit the green, it would have been done, but he's got a chance, folks. It's his third shot. Just 11 yards from this pin. Slight left to right break once he does reach the surface. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Boy, does this look good?
Dunked it!
We have seen it. A chip in. Let's go.
This is what we're talking about. Winter Madness 2025. Let's go. Mark Schulte feeling the flow. Let's go, Mark.
I mean, what can you say about that? That's nails.
Claws one back there from Hornak. We're heading to hole 11. Momentum's all on Schulte's side of the table here. 415 yards. He's got to channel that last driver swing that he had and just keeping it under control, tempered.
Getting a little pinched fairway down at the end, but these guys have had no issues here. I think we'll be fine here.
All right,
He's
hit
heading
hard.
left, Kenny.
Left, asking for a flat lie in the bunker, and he's going to get it.
I think he's going to get what he wanted.
All right, 273 yards advanced up the left side. Mike Hornak. Hitting
Balls
a
away.
beautiful tee shot up the right center, and a little draw. He's going to find a perfect lie left side of this fairway.
It's a great shot from Mr. Hornak there.
Measuring at 306 yards, Zach. Hit well. Mike's feeling the game.
He's a robot, man. Like, he's so good. He's so good. But Schulte has this is a very gettable shot. I don't think anything should be a problem for him here.
The lip is there, but I don't think it's going to be anything he's got to be too concerned about. That tall grass makes the lip look a little bit more severe than it actually is. So I think that any mid-iron, I would probably guess he's got an 8-iron or a 7-iron. But the big thing is he's got to carry this over some trouble, Zach. So trying to pinch off enough distance to clear the trouble and get onto the green.
Well, we've cleared the lip. Let's see where we end up here.
All right, does look like it's on an okay low. It's a little tail left. Does find the green side bunker all the way back. Some frustration there from Schulte.
Yeah, a little bit showing, but that's just the competitive spirit that we have out of these two guys.
Hornak, A-plus shot here, left with just over 100 yards. He's got plenty of room to work and really no sweat here, so this is just a routine wedge. My guess he's probably got the sand wedge, probably a 56. Hit it up in the air, let it settle. Force his playing partner to put a shot together.
I've seen this guy at this distance on Tuesday nights plenty of times. This is his go zone, but I think at this point you're probably thinking just hit the green. Force your partner to hit the circle.
All right, shot looks good. Yeah, not even concerned with that pin. Just headed towards the center of the green. See if it's going to stay for him. Oh, the dreaded spin back.
A little too much zip on that one, Kenny.
It's that sand wedge play. The number might be right, but again, you've got to account for the spin on the golf ball. Runs right back off the green. Schulte still alive for his third.
You can see that little red section. If you guys saw that before, you'd see the little red part of the green. It will run down to the right a little bit. So he's got a chance here to run it into the circle and at least no blood.
So a little splash shot here from Schulte. It's on a good line. Looks pretty good. Do it. Stop. Oh, okay. Just scurries out of the gimme circle. It was a fantastic wedge from Schulte. So Schulte in for a 5. Hornak's third.
Just needs to put it in the circle here. That's all he's asking for.
All right, looks like it is good to go inside that gimme circle. Both players card a bogey there, so no blood. Hornak remains 2 up, and we are on to hole 13. Mr. Schulte does have an extra bullet here. Let's see if he can take advantage and grab one back.
A little bit of a dog leg left.
I'm sorry, this is 12. I apologize.
Yeah.
This is hole 12. Let's go, Mark.
He's just looking to put one, maybe just poke one out in the fairway. Again, like we saw back on hole 10, little confidence-building tee shot, and then go from there.
Yeah, there's got to be some scar tissue on the left side for Schulte. He's going to have that in his mind, so hopefully he can settle in and just find a fairway here, take a smooth swing. Looks like it's on a decent line. Okay, smooth swing. Mark is back. Let's go, baby.
Like he never left, Kenny.
That's that. Hey, great call, Zach. I love that. All right, Hornak playing a little draw the last couple of holes. See if he elects to take this up in the air and just peel a little left, land in that fairway, give him a good look for a second. It's on a good line, and he does just that. Look at this. A little 3 or 4 yard draw, kicks from the secondary cut into the middle of the fairway. Powerful drive, great swing from Mr. Hornak.
Do I love the lines these guys get to take on this course? It is amazing.
I'm seeing parts of this golf course I've never even seen before.
Like the fairway?
Like the middle of the fairway, yes. All right, Schulte's looking at 144 yards and a great line. Kind of right up the gut here between these these bunkers. All right, Schulte. Looks like it's on a good
Shots
line.
away and looks great.
Just needs to reach a little bit. Oh, it does find that first bunker, that rough lie. Taking a little too much power off of that golf shot. Finds himself greenside in that sand bunker. Hornak left with just 102 yards for his second.
Gotta think maybe he's thinking about the same play as last hole where there's a little too much spin. Maybe throw it past the pin a little bit.
Yeah, his last approach was 109. He can probably hit that exact shot and let that ball zip back. See if he can get a little close. It's on a good line, Zach.
This is looking tasty here.
All right, good shot. Does elect to take it past the pin. No zippage there. All right, Schulte looking from the greenside bunker.
Had that
Short-sided,
face
but
open.
wide open
Looking to
flop.
Get it up.
Looks good. Oh, yeah, baby!
We got some spin here.
Flapjacks from Mark Schulte. Let's go, baby. Secures the par, no blood. Let's go, Schulte.
Again, nails. Like, just, that's clutch. Putting a little spin on there.
All right, what kind of driver does Schulte play? Mr. Schulte is using the new Titleist lineup, the GT3, 9 degrees. Had a little issue. There's immense power. He did break the weight port in that, so we had that head flown in next day to try to make sure that he had, again, the ability to make a switch if he felt comfortable with it. I believe that we left both heads for him to make his decision there. We kind of stay as Switzerland here. We don't want to have any impact on the players' ability to what they're comfortable with, but hopefully Mark gets this reined in and making this match as exciting as it is. And there he is.
Now, this is the Schulte we've
That is
come to
it.
know.
A beautiful fade, hit hard, 170 miles an hour ball speed. Well over 300-yard drive. Way to go, Mark Schulte.
That drive brought to you by Titleist GT3.
Titleist. GT3, excellent power.
Hornak looked like he's trying to take a little bit of a line over the tree line right there.
You know, you got both sides of the story here. Yeah, so Schulte playing the fade, Hornak liking the draw. Again, super straight line, just a little peeler to the left. Looks like he's going to catch some of that rough, but again, well-executed golf shot. It's going to be left with Hornak for 183 yards for his second.
If we're being honest, Kenny, this is a par 4 for these two guys as far as they hit it.
Yeah.
Played as a par 4.
You know, this is 13, so Schulte does have an extra pop here.
That's correct.
This is interesting. You know, Hornak going first, kind of setting the table for this hole, but Mark has that ace in his back pocket. See if he can convert.
Bit of a downslope and a little bit of a right to left, a little bit above his
I think
feet.
this ball is going to want to favor the left side, but see if he can overpower and push a fade in there. Look at that, holding up against it.
Oh, man.
Looks really good. Right in the heart of this green. Hornak in for his birdie.
If there's 2 things or 3 things that you want to bet on that can happen in life for sure, death, taxes, and Hornak hitting par 5 greens in 2.
At Bethpage. All right, Schulte's looking at 154 yards for his second shot. Par 5, believe it or not. A green hit is an on the way, right?
That is correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So if Schulte hits the green here, he would win the hole.
So
That is
all he's
correct.
thinking about is the big, beautiful green up there. Needs to stay right there on that line. Just dig in. Just
Looks
dig
like
in.
he's done it.
Well executed for Mark Schulte. Grabs one back there. Interesting. Both players card a birdie with the extra pop for Schulte. Grabs one back. We are 1 point difference in this matchup. Mr. Hornak holding that 1-up lead through 13 holes. We're here at the par 3, number 14. 161 yards.
Quite an interesting looking green here. A little bit of everything feeds back down in the middle. If you get past it, it's kind of flat. But see how these guys play this green.
Shot maker's green here. He's got to pinpoint this at 161 yards. This is a comfortable distance for both of these players. Yeah, that pin just right in the middle of that slope. All right, Mark's asking for it to go. Asking for it to reach. Looks like it's going to catch. Okay.
Just caught the rough there.
Yes. Yeah, it did get over that bunker, though. The tale of the two misses, but he ended up getting rewarded with that one. Still has an ability to hit a clean shot, not out of the sand. Hornak's up. Par 3, mid-iron. Alright, starting left of the pin, opting for trying to fade it in there, but it does look like he is safely aboard. Okay. Mike Hornak in for his par. Schulte just off the surface and left with about 16 yards uphill towards this pin. Needs a gimme circle to stave off Mr. Hornak. Selecting the weapon of choice here.
Be huge for him to get a tie, go into the next hole with an extra pop. It'd be great for him.
Yeah, the final pop of the match happens on the next hole, so this is kind of a do or die situation here. Can hold off Mr. Hornak for just a one point lead. All right, tries and just short of the gimme circle, so it does give one back to Hornak. Okay, we are headed into the 15th and final pop for Mr. Schulte. Hardest hole on the golf course. Hornak has the box.
Very interesting shot, like you're hitting way downhill, then way back up the hill on the way back up.
Again, right up the center cut. Also, in case you're wondering, that is a Wilson Dynapower Carbon, 8 degrees with a beautiful Diamana Ahina shaft.
I'm guessing you use one of those too, Kenny?
Oh, no, I know that club very well, but I couldn't swing it if I tried forever. But Mike Hornak putting on an absolute clinic.
Just call him Control V.
All right, Schulte here. Last pop here for him. He's got to play this smart, see if he can scramble one back for Mr. Hornak. All right, shot is up, headed towards the right side of the fairway, so pretty darn good for Schulte. Got to land in that first or second cut right there, actually, but he's going to have a good look. He's going to be next up, looks like just over 150 yards uphill towards this green, about 37 feet, Zach.
Probably adds about 10 yards. You got a little bit of a wind, downwind, but that's what makes it the hardest hole in the course, hitting it back up that hole.
Number 1 index, they make it hard for a reason.
Pin sitting right on that slope that comes back towards the front. Everything slopes from back to front.
Championship style holes cut here today at Bethpage. All right, Schulte's shot is off. Headed up the left side, trying to come back. Get a hop, get a hop. All right, does find the green. Well done for Mark Schulte.
Getting a pop here, that's all you wanted to do. Oh, man, it's still moving a little bit.
I think he's going to be just fine, just waiting for that ball to settle.
And it does. Getting a pop, just hit the green, make your opponent hit the green, because now Hornak needs to circle to tie it.
Yes. So putting the pressure on Mike Hornak. Knows what he needs to do. 139 yards is an absolute surgical distance number for him.
All the way back.
All right, smooth swing from Hornak. It's on a great line. Oh, this could
baby.
be it.
Oh,
he
baby.
Overshoots. Okay, does miss the green too, Zach. So now this is an opportunity that I think that Mike's got to hold this to tie.
He would need to hold to tie. Again, we've seen this once already.
Yes, I'm not putting anything past him, but just inches to get this ball developing on the green. It's going to be a little right to left slope. Could be.
Oh,
Ooh.
baby.
High
Love
side
you.
of the hole. Does scramble out of the gimme circle. Mark Schulte grabs one back in an epic fashion.
Gotta love the aggressiveness, though.
Yes. Yeah. All right. All right, hole 16. No more bullets left. 4 holes left to play in this match.
These guys can really get after this one, Kenny, because this is downhill about, let's see.
55 feet, yeah, so
55 feet.
these guys
I'm not a
can-
great math guy, but I think that's somewhere, it's above 15 yards. I know that. Just below 20.
All right, see if he's got his patented fade here, and he does. Oh, a little fade. It's perfect. Hit hard. Carries over 300 yards. Going to have a good look in from the left side rough. You can hear these players talking about how that fairway just looks like a single line down there from this elevated tee box. Very, very tough one to hit.
It's like a toothpick almost. Like if you threw a toothpick out there, just hit that.
All right, Hornak taking it up the right side with a little draw. See if he can hit the toothpick. And he does. Finds himself on the right edge and looking darn good. 320-yard drive for Mr. Hornak.
These numbers make me sick. Like it's crazy the movement that these guys put on this ball.
Yeah, John, they've, yes, Virtual 3, which is a photorealistic update. Thanks for noticing. Still waiting for my in real person photorealistic update so I can look even better all the time.
150.
Schulte's left with 150 yards, Zach. So coming out of this rough, he's not going to have the ability to spin it like he would out of the fairway. But again, with this back pin, he might not need to. All right, zone in. It's on a good line, but headed left. Needs to dig in right now.
That's got to sit because there's no spin on it. He's going to be on the frog's hair,
Okay,
Kenny.
frog's hair, but it's honestly, it gives him an ability that's a puttable shot. All right, Hornak left with a $145.
It's about as straight away as you can get for this shot here. Having a little discussion with JT over there. Maybe seeing which club they're going to decide here. He's got it in his hand, ready to go.
They're talking about where they're going to lunch after this.
Oh, sure.
After the
Big A's.
championship, of course.
No free ads.
All right, Hornak again. Great line. A little draw. Oh, this looks good, folks.
Boy, does this look
Looks
so
good.
good, but
It's on a great line, just short of the gimme circle. This is where it gets interesting.
this is interesting to see if Schulte chooses to go with the chip. Looks like he's pulling the putter out. He beat me to it.
He's got a flat stick here. This is a downhill left to right, very slippery putt here.
I mean, if anything, you got to just breathe on this ball
Just
to
getting
get it to the hole.
getting it started and hit it with a shadow.
I mean, if he hits this putt, they're going to go nuts in this clubhouse. It's going to erupt.
I'm clenching. All right, does miss low side, but just needs to stay. Oh. Okay.
Walk away with no blood, no problem. Stay one down.
All right, we're headed to hole 17, par 3, Bethpage Black. Kyle, is it one up, two.
Bunker's guarding this green like crazy, so just get it there.
More bunker than there is green, Zach, I tell you. So Schulte currently one down. This is a time that he's got to do it. He's got to drop the hammer here. All right. Cinderella story shaking out the nerves. All right, Schulte with a little peeler in here. Hit really hard, though. Needs to get down. Okay. Does fly the green, but does have an ability to wedge this in.
See if Hornak gets a little bit of a teach off of that line.
Beautiful
Again.
hole. Danger everywhere.
It's amazing that they let Gimme out here to play before the 2025 Ryder Cup also.
No flash photography, please. All right, 196 yards, Mike Hornak. 17th hole, Bethpage Black. That looks pretty darn good. It's a little cut lie in here. Let's see if it gets enough. All right, does find the front green side bunker. Schulte with a pretty slippery chip here. It's about 21 yards to the pin. He's going to have to play this about halfway, maybe just a hair over it, maybe.
I think kind of like the putt on the last hole, just get it started, maybe get it about, like you said, halfway there. It should feed its way down there. But see what Mr. Schulte does here.
Oh, looks really good. Can
Boy,
he do
does
it?
this look really good.
Can he do it?
Does this look good?
Oh, baby!
He did it!
Another hole out for Schulte. Unreal. Unreal. Wow. Mark Schulte, no stranger to Winter Madness. Wow, folks.
What more can you ask for here?
Sorry, I was standing up there. Mike Hornak's second shot out of the bunker here. Can he do something spectacular? All right, does overshoot the gimme circle. Mark
And
Schulte
why wouldn't it
clawing
come down?
one back, bring it all square
Why wouldn't it?
into 18. This is absolutely wild. All right, Schulte with the box. All square. And we are here in the final hole at Bethpage Black. 366 yards. Heart rate's got to be near 200 for these players.
Yeah.
All right, a little yank over the left side, but it's got enough power. I think it's going to bypass any trouble. It's got a green grass lie. Let's go. It is real life, Matt. And oh my God for Joe.
What a shot is right. And then I heard Adam saying, or saw Adam saying, this is why we watch. This is why we watch.
This is why we watch. Okay, Hornak, 366 yards. Squander lead. Hit well
Boy,
up the
does
right
this look
side
good,
with
Kenny.
a little draw. Hit hard, 169 ball speed. Fairway hit for Mike Hornak.
Saves all of his speed for the 18th hole. You gotta love it.
Okay, Schulte looking at 83 yards. Bypasses any of that native grass, so he's got a rough lie, but nothing that he hasn't seen before. It's got plenty of green behind the pin. It's kind of a sucker pin here, Zach.
Fighting a little bit of elevation, but again, like you said, nothing he hasn't seen before. Let's see what he does here.
All right, shot looks good. Ooh, looking really good. Oh, asking for it to spin, but does land on the surface here. In for his par. Hornak in a position at 61 yards. Can put this in the gimme circle for a walk-off birdie.
You gotta love two guys who can make Bethpage from these tees look like a junior course.
Yeah,
like these guys are. Boy, you can feel the tension in the clubhouse right now. Everyone really
feel
amped
the
up.
tension. Come on down to Ashley Shaver BMW. All right, Hornak looking to end this right now. 61 yards. Perfect fairway lie. Slight right to left lie. Hornak with the shot. It's on a good line. Looks tasty.
It's got to spin. It's got to spin.
Just short of the gimme circle. We are on to extra golf, folks. We got more golf coming. Free golf. As you can see and hear, the crowd is absolutely electric to this.
Back to hole one here, Kenny. Why not extra golf?
Sorry, I was taking a quick lap around the clubhouse.
Absolutely not. I know, don't worry. They're gonna chill. They're gonna give us a bang.
All right. Unison swings here. Mark Schulte headed up the right side on that.
He's probably trying to find that
Get
tee
a
box
clean
on the
lie
right.
here. Clean lie. Oh, just off. Hit pummel drive 320 yards. We're going to resume Mr. Mike Hornak to hit his tee shot here. We've gone the distance and we've gone past. We are on the 19th hole here at the Hornak versus Schulte match. An incredible series of events here.
This is funny because now we're seeing the opposite of what happened the last time.
Yes.
The aggressive line by Schulte. Hornak on this one.
All right, hit hard from Hornak. Up the right, see if he's going to get a draw. He said, what trouble? I'm going over them trees, Romes.
There is no trouble in Hornak's
Going
book.
over them trees, Romes. What a swing from Hornak. We've said it about 38 times today. These guys are good.
These guys are very good.
These guys are good. All right, Schulte looking at 112 yards, just off a clean lie. I think that this is no problem for him. This is a go zone. It's got to be competitive, got to be aggressive.
Someone needs to be Connor McDavid in overtime and just win this thing. Be selfish and go for the pin.
All right, shot is off. It's a little hook and short. Yeah, that rough lie did grab him.
Yep.
These tee box rounds are a little thicker than we imagined. All right, Hornak from heaven here in the middle of the fairway, just 89 yards out here at hole number 1. Again, this is sudden death, so.
Just a little flip wedge in there. Come on.
All right, Hornak's on a good line. All right, hits it well, asking for it to spin back. All right, green is there, spins back, not far enough. Schulte's got a chance.
Needs to circle it here. Needs to circle it to keep it going in the hole to win it.
Oh,
And
my
would
goodness.
that erupt the place?
Oh, my goodness.
Kind of looking
taking
over
a
his
look.
options.
Yeah, he's got just a splash bunker here, Zach. It just needs to get this up and out. This has got to be, equal parts luck and equal parts skill. Oh, no. Immediately off the club, does not like it. Okay, he's got one chance left.
This is a chance for Schulte to do something very special.
All right, Schulte's fourth. Still in the bunker. Needs a hole out here.
The shot's off, Kenny.
Okay,
Wow.
Here it is. The tail of the tape. Bay 2 is in the books. Mike Hornak survives and advances. A great nod and a tip of the cap to Mark Schulte. I have no words. My pulse rate is probably tachycardic. This was the matches of matches. Zach, these players came, they saw, they battled. At one point, Hornak was up 3 and gave it all back. Schulte showing some of the most grittiness playability here, but Hornak does emerge victorious.
I have no words. Like, I mean, these are, like we said, these guys are very good. It went the distance. It went further than that. And
there
I don't
you
know
have
what
it.
else to say.
Hornak grabs that Sharpie, solidifying his name into the final of Winter Madness 2025, Michael Hornak. Good golly, I don't know. I need a beer, a nap, lunch. I don't know, Zach. It's to the point we had multiple hole outs here. The next matchup is going to be around just a couple of minutes after 2 o'clock. We all need to breathe. That's number one, and we need to reassess. But we will get this matchup for the final geared up for your viewing pleasure. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We're going to try our best to figure out the issues that we've had with the production, but we will be back shortly.
Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on that jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do